Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be talking about the new Premier League season, the 2024-25 Premier League campaign. We are 2 games into the season already, and we are starting to see the difference between the boys and the men. So quickly, let's talk about the Premier League title challengers for this new campaign. Of course, you have to mention Manchester City. They've won 6 out of the last 7 titles. They've won the last 4 titles in a row, and they are looking to make it 5th consecutive title this term. And of course, we have to talk about Arsenal. They've challenged Man City in the last 2 seasons. Last time they missed out on the title by just 2 points, and they missed out on the title by 5 points in the 2022-2023 season. The Gunners are back again, and they'll be looking to give Man City a run for their money. And of course, apart from those two, we can't do without talking about Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp left Anfield at the end of last season, but they have a new manager in Arne Slot, and he'll be looking to hit the ground running and to show that he has what it takes to challenge for the Premier League title. And of course, Tottenham Hotspur are a club to look out for this time. They narrowly missed out on the top 4 last season. Aston Villa peeping them to the final Champions League spot, but Spurs are back and they are one team to watch out for this campaign. Apart from these 4 teams, I'm not sure we have any other team that have what it takes to give Man City the run for their money and to challenge strongly for the title this time. The likes of Chelsea, Aston Villa will probably get shout outs, but they're just honorable mentions. No disrespect to those 2 big teams and no disrespect to their fans, but I'm not sure they have what it takes to challenge for the title this time. So let's start with Manchester City. The reigning champions have started the new season with a bang. They won on Saturday for newly promoted boys Ipswich Town, coming from behind to run out 4-1 winners. They started the campaign with a 2-0 victory over Chelsea in the opening day of the campaign, and Haaland was the man of the moment as usual. The Norwegian international hitman grabbed the goal against Chelsea before grabbing the first hat-trick of the new campaign. He now has 4 goals already, and it looks like he's clear favourite to win the Golden Boot this season. Man City haven't done much in the summer transfer window. They sold Julian Alvarez, the Argentina international striker, to Atletico Madrid, £2 million. But they are looking for replacement, and they've identified Celtic star and Japanese international striker Kyogo as a potential replacement for the departed World Cup winner. Celtic are said to be looking for around £20 million to sell the 29-year-old, and it looks like a deal could go through as we enter the final week of the summer transfer window. Man City have managed to do some business this summer. They've brought in Savinho from Troyes. The 20-year-old Brazilian winger has already started dazzling, and even former Man City star Riyad Mahrez was impressed with what he has seen from the youngster so far, taking to X, formerly known as Twitter, to show his love for the new boy. Man City have also brought back German midfielder Ilkay Gundogan from Barcelona. The German left for Barcelona just last summer, but is back in town after just a year, and he made an appearance off the bench yesterday. He was full of smiles, and he appears he's ready to lead them to another title again. But Man City will have it tough this season without a doubt, because Arsenal will make sure they do all they can to wrestle the title from Pep Guardiola and his men. The last time the Gunners won the Premier League title was back in 2004. Wow, that's been a long time. They came close last season, they came close 2 seasons ago, but can the Gunners be 3rd time lucky? They've also started the new season with 2 wins out of the opening 2 games. On the opening day of the campaign, they strolled to a 2-0 victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers at Emirates Stadium. and made a tough trip to Villa Park to take on Aston Villa. Remember last season, Villa won home and away against Arsenal, and those 6 points Arsenal dropped proved crucial in the title race in the long run. Had they won those games, Arsenal would probably have won the title, but they didn't. And then we've moved on. It's a new season already. They showed themselves yesterday, leaving Villa Park with all 3 points thanks to goals from Leonardo Trossard and Thomas Partey. 2-0, both goals coming in the second half. Impressive display from Arsenal. Bukayo Saka was on form. Trossard was massive. William Saliba was top of his game at the back. David Raya made some outstanding saves that blew the minds of everyone away. Arsenal have done some good business this summer. They've added Ricardo Cagliari, the Italy international versatile defender, to their team. They've signed Raya permanently following his impressive loan spell from Brentford last summer, and they are closing in on a deal from Spain international Mikel Merino. The Euro 2024 winner has undergone his medical, and he should be announced in some few days as a new Arsenal player. They've lost Gabriel Jesus to an injury which saw him miss out on the trip to Villa Park, and it remains to be seen whether Arsenal have plans to bring in a new striker. They've been linked with Nigerian international and Napoli hitman Victor Osimhen, who is expected to leave the Serie A club as the new manager. Antonio Conte wants to bring in Romelu Lukaku from Chelsea in a permanent deal, and it appears that deal is going to go through. So Victor Osimhen will be leaving Napoli, but it remains to be seen if Arsenal are willing to sign the Nigerian hitman. They're also keeping tabs on his Atalanta counterpart, Ademola Lookman. Paris Saint-Germain actually want to sign Lookman, and there are reports that they've agreed personal terms with the versatile forward. But Arsenal are monitoring the situation, and they would love to sweep if it falls through. Adding either Lookman or Osimhen to the attacking ranks will be massive for Arsenal. They need a killer. They need a deadly finisher in front of goal. Jesus is definitely not the answer. And while Kai Havertz has been impressive again this time, the versatile German international needs to do more. Arsenal scored a lot of goals last season in the Premier League, but they need that top number 9. They need an answer to Erling Haaland, and it remains to be seen whether they have enough time left in the window to get that done. Going on to Liverpool. Liverpool are yet to make any signing this summer. They have Mohamed Salah still firing on all cylinders, Diogo Jota, and the old attacking firepower, Darwin Núñez, the Colombian forward, Luis Diaz. But they could do with a strong midfielder in the middle of the park. And Liverpool did try to bring in Real Sociedad star Martin Zubimendi, but he ended up remaining at the La Liga club, and new manager Arne Slot could still look to bring in a number 6 before the transfer window shuts. But whether he can get that done remains to be seen. Liverpool have won just one Premier League since 1992. They will be hoping to do something this time, and they still have a solid squad, the likes of Van Dijk at the back, Ibrahima Konate, Trent Alexander-Arnold, a top team without a doubt. But whether that squad depth is enough to challenge Man City and Arsenal that finished top 2 in the last 2 seasons, whether they have that squad depth remains to be seen. But the Reds should never be ignored. They have some of the best players in the world and in the Premier League, and just if they can get things right this season, they could be in the title conversation after market day 35. The title this season will definitely be tough. We'll have to wait until mark day 38 before we find a winner. And then talking about Tottenham Hotspur. Manager Ange Postecoglou will be looking to impress again in his second campaign. He came very close to finishing in top 4 last season, but Villa eventually pipped Spurs to the 4th Champions League spot. Postecoglou will be back this season. They've started the campaign well. While they drew their opening game of the campaign 1-1 against newly returnees and newly promoted Leicester City, they blew Everton away 4-0. Heung-min Son is firing on all cylinders again. Richarlison is top of his game, and Spurs are looking like the serious deal again this season. Losing Harry Kane last summer was a huge blow for Spurs, but they still managed to impress in the first half of the campaign before they lost steam heading into the final 10 matches of the season. But they are back again. They've managed to get some deals done this summer, and they will look to challenge for the title. But the thing is, Spurs have not won any piece of silverware since 2008. They've not won the FA Cup since then. They've not won the Carabao Cup, also known as the League Cup. They've not won anything in Europe, and they will be looking to end that drought this season. But whether they can do that remains to be seen. But without a doubt, Spurs, Liverpool are teams to watch out for this season. But the top 2 favourites, as usual, in this new season remain Manchester City and Arsenal. Man City 6 out of the last 7 titles, 4 titles in a row, going for number 5. It's been some huge performances from Man City, and they always kick into the second gear anytime we enter the last 10 games of the season, and they will look to do that again. The squad depth is there. They will be challenging in the Champions League once again. They will be challenging in the Carabao Cup. They will be challenging for the FA Cup. But winning another Premier League title is definitely top of their plans. Pep Guardiola has been tipped to leave the club after this season, and if that is the case, he will want to bow out on a high. He dominated the Bundesliga while with Bayern Munich. He dominated La Liga while he was with Barcelona, and he has been dominating England with Man City. His first campaign didn't go well. He left, he won nothing. Chelsea, Antonio Conte of Chelsea pipping him to the title. But since then, he has been on fire, and it does not look as if he's looking to relent anytime soon. It's a new Premier League season, and I'm sure there will be fire cracks, and I'm sure there will be lots of bangers this season. There will be a lot of great goals. There will be a lot of new players emerging. There will be a lot of drama as usual. There will be a lot of controversial calls. VAR will be messing people up. But it promises to be an exciting 2024-2025 Premier League season. Of course, there will be dark horses this time. Chelsea are another team to watch out for despite the state of their squad. New manager Maresca is looking to show that he's not just another disciple of Pep Guardiola. Despite losing 2-0 in the opening game of the season, Chelsea managed to blow Wolverhampton Wanderers out of the water today, Sunday, and they will be looking to keep that momentum going. And while they are not title favourites, they are one of the teams to watch out for this season. If they can get things right, if everything clicks for Chelsea, they could be challenging for the top 4. Aston Villa lost 2-0 to Arsenal on Saturday, but that's not the end for Unai Emery and his side. They'll be looking to bounce back, and a top 4 finish is definitely part of their plan after securing the Champions League spot last season. Brighton and Hove Albion are also a team to watch out for this season. They've also won their opening 2 games of the campaign, beating Manchester United 2-0 yesterday, and they face Arsenal at Emirates next. That game definitely promises to be exciting, and whoever wins will fancy his chances of going forward and establishing themselves as credible title challengers this season. It will be a massive season. We will always be here to give you the update, so stay tuned. And if you have not, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to this channel. See you in the next video. I'm signing.